People are dumpster diving for things to resell, use, and donate. Just take a look.
Raining, I'm out here diving anyway for a freaking gift card. $500 freaking Apple gift cards everywhere.
These gift cards probably have to be activated, so they may be useless if they aren't checked out of the store.
So I'm dumpster diving at Burlington and it is so full tonight. There's a ton of like skincare stuff. Everything feels like it's full. There's a huge box here. This is a DKNY purse. I don't see anything wrong with it. Perfumes, full. More skincare. I think those are perfumes too. Another little purse here. I just ripped this bag open and it's full of more stuff. There's like curling irons, more skincare, and I know this brand is super expensive. Looks like there's a ton of it in here. And there's also a super cute little backpack here. And then there's an Adidas, I think it's a gym bag. Here's an overview of everything I found. There's a ton of these BB slides. They look brand new. A Juicy Couture backpack, this DKNY purse, and it did say broken zipper, but it works fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Another purse here. There's also a bunch of these Philosophy lotion and skincare sets, Ariana Grande perfume, and then a DKNY perfume. And here's a few more things I forgot to show.
Okay, first of all, those purses are cute. That's gotta be at least $40. If they priced it at $80, it wouldn't surprise me. You can never tell with a purse. It's not super expensive, but it's still money. $40 can get you a very nice meal at a moderately priced restaurant. Here's another one.
I'm dumpster diving at Bath & Body Works, and there are two boxes here. They say broken candle. This one is so heavy. So I'm gonna open them up. Let's check this first box. Box number 1 has 3 broken candles. These can actually be taken out of the glass and put into new jars. And the second box has a ton of candles. I think there's more. Insane. So all of these are broken, but then all of these ones on the bottom, I don't think they even checked them because none of these are broken. So there's 6 of them.
Oh, that's heavy. Look at this box. I'm in. What? I'm in jeans, guys, girls. Oh, and some other stuff.
You also find a lot of perfectly well-made clothes, brand new. If you ever thrift shop, you know what kind of things they sell there. Pants with suspicious stains, shirts with loose threads, shorts with a tiny hole, and these are brand new designer jeans, never worn.
So I'm dumpster diving at Sephora and there's a Dyson box here. It says empty, but it's actually really heavy.
Some of these items might have been saved by employees. They store it out as per the instructions, but they will return for them later. However, that's not always the case. A lot of these dumpster divers would go for second or third rounds and everything is as they left it.
Is it cut? I'm just starting to go through this bag, but this might be my craziest jackpot ever. All of this is so expensive. And here's an overview of everything I found. When I found this bag, I was so scared because security is so strict here. But look at all of this perfume and super expensive skincare. Everything was in the packaging. These perfumes are full. Everything is new. That looks expensive.
Okay, yes, that is La Mer. It goes for hundreds of dollars. Everything was brand new.
I've literally never found anything from Sephora, so I never check it, but this wasn't a mall dumpster, so I got super lucky. This is one of my craziest scores. I'm gonna test it. Oh my god.
A lot of stuff they store out is intentionally destroyed, so no one can get it for themselves or resell for profits. Part of the reason stores do this, especially high-end stores, is that they don't want to drop the perceived value of their products. So while most other companies would discount their unsold inventories, high-end stores would not do it, as they only want their products to be associated with customers of some status, people on the higher end of income, so they don't cheapen their brands. They would rather destroy their purses than let them flood the markets and devalue their brand image. Existing customers also rely on such practices to retain resale value. It's not just the makeup, the clothes, the purses and perfumes being thrown out. Food is also being thrown out as well. This video was posted in January of 2024, so a long time away from when the pasta would expire. See, they're not only throwing out expired food. This would be different if there was a recall and defective products had to be taken off shelf even before the expiration date. But it doesn't seem like that's the case here. They're really just throwing out perfectly good unopened boxes of pastas that I'm sure the homeless shelter and food banks would appreciate.
I know for a fact that that dumpster over there is full of food, so we're going to do a thunder run, go over there, and make sure it doesn't go to waste. The doors are actually open here because they're loading up trucks, so I'm trying to be quick. I'm not worried about what I'm doing is wrong or illegal. I'm more worried about them seeing me and then locking the dumpster up because people are in it. Because some people are like, that's my trash, you can't have my trash, that belongs in the landfill, man, get out of here. Which, if you were throwing away like sensitive documents, maybe, but if it's food that can feed people, then you're definitely in the wrong, so.
Alright, let's see what we got in these mystery boxes. Oh, Snyder's, July 8th, 2023. This is old stock that didn't sell at some store, and it gets sent back to the food distribution warehouse for them to dispose of it when it could be donated. When it comes to like recalls and stuff, it's really KISS, keep it simple, stupid. If it just expired, that's why they're throwing it out. Ooh, got lots of chips in here. Let's do some testing. I mean, it's processed to high heavens, so it's gonna last forever.
That is a lot of food from just one store. In the US, 92 billion pounds of food are wasted annually, equal to 145 billion meals. That's over $473 billion worth of food thrown out annually. To put into perspective, 38% of all food in America is wasted. According to United Nations Environment Program, 1/3 of all food produced is lost or wasted each year, costing the global economy close to $940 billion per year. Up to 10% of global greenhouse gases comes from food that is produced but not eaten. There is absolutely enough food to feed everyone on Earth. We have people starving to death everywhere, including in first world countries. Yet, large companies are throwing out perfectly good or slightly past best eaten date food in such large quantities. I'm not encouraging anyone to dumpster dive for food, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend eating food you get from the dumpster, especially if it's fruits and vegetables that could easily go bad if left out in the sun for a long time. But non-perishable food would most likely be a safe choice. Things like boxes of crackers, bags of biscuits, and undented canned food that don't need refrigeration. Do not eat from dented canned food because it can cause botulism. It's a toxin made by a specific type of bacteria that can cause breathing problems and muscle paralysis. You do things at your own discretion. I'm not responsible for any stomach issue as a result of your dumpster diving. With all that said, evidently, a lot of this food looks perfectly fine. In fact, people have been eating food from dumpsters for years, and so far as we know, they are feeling great, no illness. They're even getting fruits and vegetables from dumpsters. A lot of these dumpster divers know the schedule of when the food gets taken from the fridge after closing time and when it gets thrown out.
Alright y'all, we're at Aldi. Man, they spilled a bunch of raspberries all over. Maybe that's a good sign that we got some goodies in here. Let's see. Boom! Yeah! That's a lot of nanners. Look at all those bananas. Ooh! Oh my goodness, y'all. Check this out. Some sweet kale. Got some romaine hearts, some lettuce. Wow. Bunch of apples. Nope. Got some celery.
A good rule is for you to go an hour after closing time because there's usually an hour of cleanup before garbage bags get put on the curbs, one longtime dumpster diver said. They also check the freshness themselves so they aren't just hopping into random dumpsters and taking a bite out of the first thing they see. They do check for quality and wash it first. If you want to try this, that's what you should do as well. Make sure you check for any holes in the bags because chances are rodents have been there if there's any holes, and that's not safe to eat.
You serious right now? This whole freaking thing is full of dog food.
There are a lot of stray animals who couldn't care less about the best eaten before date. They would just be thrilled to have something to eat. I can't think of one animal shelter that wouldn't happily accept free pet food. They always have dogs to feed. Something else that gets thrown out, some can argue that it's worse than food, is live animals. Take a look.
This is our first time dumpster diving, and we just found an entire box of live fish. And they've lost like half of their water, more than half. They're all alive. PetSmart literally threw them away. This one has like nothing. Oh my god. This is so sad.
It is absolutely appalling how some companies treat animals.
Dumpster. I am shocked, appalled, I'm angry. Look at this guy. Hello? Oh my god, it's a live fucking bird. Are you kidding me? I just found him in the fucking dumpster. There's several of these boxes that say live animal, and they were all empty except this one. And there's a fucking bird in here in the dumpster. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I don't even know what to say about this. I have a new friend.
Most of these animals, if not rescued on time, would get crushed or suffocated to death by the compactor inside garbage trucks.
Any animals. I did this time. There's some fish in there. I'm hoping the other one is alive. I'm gonna try to get him. Okay, well I got him out. I'm not really sure what kind they are. That looks like a goldfish. I'm not sure, but he's still alive. It's extremely hot out too, and they don't have much water. Jesus, PetSmart. That's pretty sad.
There are several reasons why stores toss out their inventories instead of donating them. One, because it's convenient. They don't want to spend the energy and manpower to handle the nuances of setting up a beneficial system. For example, one that has the food bank pick up the near expired products. If they need a space, they need it now. They don't want to keep all those inventories in the freezer until somebody comes and picks it up. It disrupts their workflow and creates more work to do, so they don't see the point. 2. It costs money to transport all that stuff to shelters, charities, and food banks, so they'd rather not do it. 3. They do not want people to have access to unsold items, such is the case of luxury brands. It drops their perceived value if too many people are able to have it for cheaper than intended, so no discounts. They would rather throw it out, but destroy it first, of course, or they would hire somebody to burn it. 4. Merchandise that was returned cannot always be resold because of the regulations meant to protect consumers' health, including food, some over-the-counter drug, and health and beauty aids. This is a valid reason for throwing out unsold merchandise, but as you know, a lot of the stuff they throw out isn't recalled, damaged, or unsafe. Still lots of time left until the expiration dates. However, I can see that they may not want to risk getting sued, even a bit, so they throw it all away. 5. A lot of out-of-season stuff like Halloween decorations have lost too much of its value for even third-party buyers to purchase. However, instead of keeping the unsold inventories for next year, many just decide to throw it out. They don't think it's worth the waste of storage space for something that has relatively low monetary value. 6. This is speculation on my end, not necessarily true, but if they donate the unsold food, clothes, purses, makeup, then their target audience would feel less need to buy from them, seeing they can get it for free. Why would people go shop at grocery stores if they can already get so much food for free from food banks? The thing is, people aren't getting so much free food from food banks because the supply is always running low. These companies know this. This is why they don't donate all the unsold, near-expired, still safe food. Many dumpster diving activists are advocating for stores to donate unsold products rather than throwing them away. Unfortunately, this practice still carries on for the most part, but it could be good news for those who have found an alternative source of income. Some dumpster divers are able to resell their gain for a much cheaper price. They are also saving a lot of money from food and clothes. Plus, they get the bonus benefits of doing good deeds and donating their hunts to people in need. Food waste is humanity's dumbest problem. There is enough food for all of us, and yet it's the rich corporations who stand in the way of a reality where everyone on Earth doesn't have to starve. One can argue that they own the food, so they should be able to decide what to do with the unsold leftovers. If we're throwing it out instead of donating to people in need, then we have to respect their choices. But when does it become straight out cruel to perform such practices? Imagine that you see somebody starving on the streets, and you decide to throw out the extra hamburger you accidentally ordered in the trash right in front of said person as you hear them beg. That wouldn't be right, isn't it? And yet we see this happening every day. These companies know that people are starving, yet they decide to go ahead and be wasteful. They're literally throwing food away when there's somebody 10 seconds walk down the street begging for spare change. What do you think about this dumpster diving trend? Would you try it yourself?